See if this is any better. I'm having all kinds of trouble with this computer here lately. I'm gonna have to put this computer here up for sale and get me another one real soon because this one here, trust me, is out of whack. Yeah, I don't think I have enough memory on it or something. But we were talking about my dreamer. I don't think there's anything wrong with relying on dreams. Um, I always have been a little bit on the telepathic side. Somebody, well, I don't know what do you mean by telepathic? Telepathic is when you receive, I guess it's visions and thoughts or intuitions, premonitions, and things like that. And all of a sudden they're either were true to begin with or they were predicted forecasts to actually come true. I used to do this all the time when I was a kid. Me and mom would be out riding up and down the road. Sure enough, we'd be riding. All of a sudden, I would feel like I was going to be a car accident up ahead. And all of a sudden, you know what? There was. We drove right up, and right there it was. I've talked about this before. I tell you about the time I found my brother's car out in the woods, and my mom looked at me. She said, "How did you know that?" And then her and my brother turned around and accused me of stealing the damn car. I'm only like, what, 11 years old? Who do I know that's going to steal a car? My mind is 90 million miles away from that. So, yeah, there is something magical about Queen Ching-A-Ling. So I'm sitting there, like I said, this afternoon. I dozed off on this computer. They say if you sit and look at a computer so much and you're doing it so much out of the day, after you're on it for about a couple hours, you sit there and tend to fall asleep. And that's not good, especially not for me. Hey, real quick, Ching-A-Ling got a weak heart. She got a weak heart. I mean, hey, she could click out on you, but at any minute, just be gone. No more Queen Ching-A-Ling. Unless Princess Ching-A-Ling want to take over. And right now, Princess Ching-A-Ling is not here. She's off. She left at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. We were going to go to the flea market. She left at 6 o'clock yesterday morning. I haven't seen her since. She left little true princess here. She's the little true princess right here on the floor with me. She left the little true princess here. Anna's out there somewhere. And hey, doing out there in Lotto Land, doing God knows what. She does her own thing now. She's over 18 years old, and by law, I can't tell her what to do. But I do keep my door open to her, which is more than what my family did for me. When Queen Ching-A-Ling walked out the door, they slammed the door and said, "Don't come back." That was all she wrote to Queen Ching-A-Ling and her family. And, Mom didn't let me come back home for nothing. She sure didn't. She had her own motives for that. I don't know what. We're not going to go into it. Granny Queen Ching-A-Ling is gone and finished. She was, ugh. No, we don't do that. But yeah, I always keep my door open to my children because you never know when they might need a soft place to lay a hard head. There you go. I like that. You never know when your children need a soft place to lay a hard head. I miss my kids. I've got 3 daughters, and none of them really live with me. I don't really talk about the other two too much because I really don't want them to be publicized. They're kind of like in protective custody. Yeah, I kind of try to protect them as much as I possibly can. Now, Princess Ching-A-Ling, she'd be a whole different story. She'd be a whole different story. I let her get out and give her freedom to do what she wants to do. And, a lot of times what she wants to do ain't what I want her to do. But she got to roll with her own punches. Oh, Queen Ching-A-Ling did. Now, I'm going to get back and I'm going to tell you about Princess Pendulous. That's my gal. That is my gal. She and I are not related. We're friends. I've been knowing Princess Pendulous for a long time. first met up with her 7 or 8 years ago when I was working downtown at the transit station where the buses come in and drop people off, and pick them up. It's like the main it's kind of like Grand Central Station for the buses right here in center town where all the buses come in and they drop passengers off and then they take them to different destinations. Okay. And Princess Penis was one of the riders. So anyway, I never have dealt too deep in with her, but she and Migo, my little man friend that passed away this past November, they knew each other. He was a little funny guy, and they knew each other. She and I were talking about him the other night, and she didn't know that he had passed away. And she's there, and she cried right along with me. Oh, my goodness. So what I was doing the other night, of course, I got my new car, and I was out riding around town at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, which is, one thing I like to do when I get off of work. I go ride around town because there's something to do. So I went over to aggravate some old friends at Bojangles and get me a gravy biscuit, and I got me a sausage biscuit and brought Mr. Jimmy a sausage biscuit. Came across the street right there. I'm coming across the street right there at the McDonald's. I looked back and I said, well, there's Princess Penis. I wonder what she's doing. But she was kind of running across not really running, she was walking fast across the parking lot going God knows where. And I'm like, I must think she wants something to eat. I know she probably got no money. I had a pocket full of money. I was fine. Just, I hadn't bought the band yet, and I was just hadn't had to dish out anything. So I went over and I don't know. I instead asked her, did she want anything to eat? I said, you okay? And she just kind of looked at me and didn't know what kind of bung funk. She was like blowed her mind that I had even stopped to ask her. And I said, what's up? Come here. So she walks over there, and next thing I know, I turn and I look behind her, and here comes this thug running right behind her. And I'm like, well, Earth. Man, if I had some dude that was all up my hiney like that, running, I'd cut his ass straight out. I really would. No, Queen Ching-A-Ling don't put up with that. So I looked at her and I started to say, I'll see you later. But then I thought about it. I said, no. And I looked at her and I said, what's been going on? And then she looked at me and she turned and she said, can I get in the car with you? And I said, you better hurry up and get in the car. She got in the car and he come running up. He had almost snatched her too. He'd almost snatched her. She got in the car with me and I looked at him. Boy, he stopped dead in his tracks. I just kind of like caught the eyeball at him myself. I mean, he was one of them evil eyes like that, Hey. Like all queens, Queen Ching-A-Ling knows when it's time to fight. And that was a time to fight. I literally had to fight a street thug over her and save her from what, I don't know. I didn't dig that far into it. But getting off of this, Queen Ching-A-Ling has always dealt with the homeless people here in Columbia, South Carolina. Little Migo was homeless. And at the time when Migo was alive, when he was full strength, I couldn't invite nobody into my home. I mean, I just never thought about it. And plus, I just never, we were fine. And Migo just didn't, Migo just wasn't going to get along with anybody. And besides, this was Migo's home, This was Migo's place. Mine and his little home. But gosh, it was so hard by myself. carrying all these bills and having to pay the rent and everything by myself. Mingo couldn't contribute nothing. But when I needed him to go to the hospital, I had put him in the hospital, and he couldn't get out, and I needed some help, and that's why I invited Mr. Jimmy. I think had Migo been able to come home, I think it would have gave him a chance to get to know Mr. Jimmy and actually get where he liked him, you know. But Migo unfortunately wasn't able to come home, and Migo ended up passed away in the hospital. I'm not gonna cry teary about it now. I'm slowly getting better about it. But then, you know, shortly after that, after a couple months of crying and tear jerking and everything, it was like a nightly battle. I really didn't think Queen Ching-A was going to keep. I didn't think I was going to be around much longer. I didn't have a reason to be. You know, that's the way I felt. But then I got to thinking about it. I said, well, you know, I was here to help Migo, my little man. What would he want? And now knowing, well, I mean, I know Princess Penniless. I know what all she's been through, and I got thinking, you know, little Migo would not have wanted me to just drove off and left her standing there. No, Migo would want me to help her. And I made my mind up months ago, right after Migo passed. I said, you know, this is my mission, is to help people. To help people to the best of my ability. I sure wish there was some more viewers on here, because I got to have somebody to talk to. There ain't nobody on here to talk to, and I'm just sitting here, blah, blah, just blabbing on. Oh, but that's the story of me and Princess Penniless, and I'm going to keep her. I'm going to hang on to her as long as she wants to stay here. She's welcome to stay with me as long as she wants to. And I'm going to help her get on her feet. Right now, she doesn't have any clothes. She doesn't have anything. I had to buy her a pair of shoes the other day. Right now, I don't have any money. So, what we're going to do here shortly, we're going to the flea market, and we're going to clean. I got my van. I got it out there packed full. Got the van packed full. That means I'm going to have to take a trip over there, unload, turn around, come back here, load back up again. And hey, we're going to fill up a couple of spots. Yep, we're going to fill up a couple of good spots and make us some money tomorrow at the flea market. So, hope we make a lot of money. Yeah, I've got to buy her some clothes, because she's somehow or another, I don't know how we're going to do it, but we're going to get her back on her feet, and hopefully, I'm surprised to find out she had a driver's license. She got a driver's license. So right now I'm thinking, I'm going to try to see if I can't get her a little small car or something. If she can drive, but I mean, yeah, that might be a mistake. I don't know. We on standby on that one. I want to make sure everything's good to go. And we can get her a job. I think we can do that, because, you know, the labor place is right here across the street. She needs to get her job over there. But she's been working with me. But, you know, there's more out there than just my little world. I don't like it when I don't got no viewers, but it's what, 3:07. My phone. Wait a minute. My computer says it's 7:42, so it's 4:42. It's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey, anybody got any common sense? Probably in bed right now. Queen Ching-A-Ling ain't got no common sense. She'd be up doing her thing and turn around and sleep all day, come day. That's Queen Ching-A-Ling. All right, y'all. Like y'all on here, watch me. I don't know if y'all watch the whole video or not, but go ahead and watch the whole video. I'm sitting here doing this workout on these states. And, I'm not doing the workouts like I used to because of the fact that they all seem to, they're all coming out of this book, these books that I got right here. This Red Devil book and this little blue paper. All the answers are coming right out of here. And you know what? You know what number they all have in common? 637. 637 is what they've all got in common right now. And I was sitting here looking, I wonder what kind of, look. Today is 723. I want to see something on mine because I may not just play. Right, there it is. 273. That's why I'm going to play this. I'm going to play 673 and 273 for this evening for South Carolina. And that all corresponds with the date. Yep, even right here on the, I'm using the 317 method and the 646 method. And it's on both of them. But it's also got 000. I mean, it could triple up for 000. That is what it says in this book right here. It says, watch out for the triple zeros for the month of July. So it could zero out. Who knows? All right, y'all. And for all y'all to be known, these numbers that I'm giving y'all, they are good for all states. I was sitting here and researched. I researched Georgia. I researched New York. I researched Virginia, Michigan, Florida. All the numbers are right there in that book. And so if y'all see a page up there and y'all happen to look at it and and it's on my video. I haven't showed you all the book. I showed you the majority of the book. Look right here. That's the page that I normally have been showing y'all. Okay? That's the page. That's where I find most of my answers on that page right there. Let me see. 6-1. See, look right there is the South Carolina right there for today. Right there on that page right there. That 261, they hit tonight in South Carolina. 035. I'm trying to look for it. Oh gosh. I don't see none of the rest of them that I've seen here. But I don't remember off the top of my head what all else hit. But it's all right there. I'm going to start relying on these books. Well, actually not really relying on basis for my predicting. Because I seem to be hitting more out of them. Right now, I just ain't got them because I had to buy that car. I bought that car last week. I spent well over $600 on that. Plus having to buy household things and a little bit of food for us. So I know there was what four went out on the car just to buy the car. And another $100 went out to buy new tires to go on the front of it. Plus put gas in. That's almost $600 right there. Trying to sit here and think because I had to go to Walmart a couple of times and buy stuff that we need. We just plumb out everything. Yeah. So I ended up buying Princess Ching-A-Ling some shoes for her to get through with. Yep. So right now we just scraping by for the next day or two till we get another paycheck. Anyway, I haven't had any more of you. I guess everybody is in bed asleep. Let's be the Princess Ching-A-Ling, the Queen Ching. I forgot who the heck I am. I'm going back to go get me a little nap and dream for a while. Big Queen Ching-A-Ling, I'm out here. Y'all be good.